video. Very different video idea. But when I feel like I just had the idea for it, and I just wanted to do. Welcome to How Disappointed Will You Be in Humanity? So yeah, I found this website online. Well, more accurately, I saw some YouTubers doing this stuff on this website. I had to check it out for myself. Pokemon Smash or Pass? Oh dear gosh. So I'm going to basically, well, as I discovered for this, you'll notice I already have click 1 on Password Bulbasaur, but like, you'll notice when you actually click on one, after you've clicked one, you'll get this little widget at the bottom which tells you what people have voted for. And I just want to look at these and see how disappointed in humanity I'm going to be by the time I get through all 1,025 Pokemon. So already, like, the fact that I do know one thing that already makes me sad, and that there is not a single Pokemon that has 0 smashes. Every Pokemon has at least 100 smashes for it, which is... But yes, we're gonna go through all these. So but like still, that's way more passes than smashes, so fair enough. Same with that one. And that one. Alright. Charmander. Yeah, that's... Vermilion. I mean, still 300,000 is still a lot, but like, compared to the, what is that, 900, over 1 million, it could be, why does Charizard have 600,000 people? This is what I mean, just disappointment in humanity. Squirtle, okay, back to much different numbers. So the fact that there is even smashes in the first place is just sad. Why did that number jump up by like 100,000? What people want to, pardon my language, but what people want to fuck the turtle? Okay, Caterpie is below 300,000, so thank goodness for that. People don't want to mess with a bug. Metapod. Fair enough. Butterfree. Okay, apparently people don't want to... The bugs are not very popular. Which I should hope not. Never mind, Beedrill sitting at 350,000. Why? Okay. Thank goodness. But still, why? Who? Okay. Let's go through these a little faster. 450,000 for Arbok. 460 for Pikachu. $564,000 for Nidoqueen. You know, why do I have a bad feeling Nidoking is going to have a pretty high amount of people picking Smash for it too? Still pretty high, but that's not as bad as Nidoqueen. What? Okay. Gledo. I'm sorry, 410,000 for Clefairy. I'm disappointed in humanity. And it's higher! What about that? What? I'm not questioning it. 500,000. I can speed this up, otherwise it would have been like hours. $195,425 people voted Smash for Ninetales. More than the people who did Pass. Over double! Why? Jigglypuff better not have a high amount of people who suck at Smash. That could be worse, but still, that could be better. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, thank goodness people don't want to Zubat. That's the fact that there's still Smash there is like disturbing, but at least it's a very low number considering. Thank goodness Golbat's not much higher, but it is higher, so I'm judging those 175,000 people. All right, let's see who wants to screw a plant. 100. $270. I think on his bills too. Why is Diglett? Why is Dugtrio? $470. 470,000 people. 470,166 people should not own cats. Okay, I'll speed things up a bit. $512 for a fucking dog. Okay. Let's just continue on here. No. No. You absolute degenerates. I hope those 500,000 people know they're absolute degenerates. Like, I get exactly why that's on their list, but you notice I click pass. Because look, I will admit, there is probably a couple in here that I would click this button for. But they would be in the single digits, and I could count them on my I could count on my fingers what ones I would count as that. And they're ones that I think genuinely most people would in the first place. But, like, there's some of these that it's like, no. please no. Okay, thank goodness. That's still pretty low. Comparatively, I mean, like, that's 200,000 is still a lot of sick people, but comparatively to one of the other possibilities, like, passes is much higher. No. 500,000 for Rapidash. Really? Hello? Okay. Dodrio. That's still low, but 167,000 people for Dodrio. I'm 190. You should not be allowed anywhere near an aquarium. I hope you know that. No, please, please. There's, and this is the part that just makes me disappointed. The fact that there is actually people who would, like, smash toxic sludge, sentient toxic sludge, and there is people who would. I really hope that those were people who were memeing and not people who were genuinely serious. Oh, this one's gonna have a high amount of smashes. Mostly just because of what it looks like. I was expecting it to be higher, in all honesty. Congratulations. 172,000 people want to fuck this ghostly possessed ball of gas. I'm pretty sure those are the people. You know what? I'm not finishing that sentence. Hypno. Why do I feel like this is another one that's going to have a lot of smash on it? I'm praying it doesn't. But just because I know how people on the internet are, comparatively that's not so bad. Okay, I was very worried it was going to have a lot more. Oh my god, one that's not in the 100,000s. 134,000 people want to screw the living Pokeball. Okay. I didn't see that number, but that was over 100,000 people who wanted to screw literal eggs. You're all degenerates. That's higher. Lickitung. I mean, I understand why it's there, but I'm still disappointed. It's a goldfish. It's a goldfish. Oh no. Oh, thank you. That's still just checking to make sure. That's still relatively low, thank goodness. will be the first to admit. Yeah. Mostly because, it could theoretically become anything. So, and again, most people agree with me on that one. So, I think that's like one of three. So, you know what? I'm not bothered. I'm not going to defend this anymore. But people agree with me. I'm not going to bother. But Eevee. You're sick. Oh no, I remember. Right. No. No, this is the truly sick part. Why? I'm disappointed in humanity. People who want to screw the actual dinosaurs. 300. How was Dragonair? $300. This could be worse, honestly. It could be a lot worse. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too fears what he's created on earth? People would screw a literal pine cone. that's... It could be worse. I'm very glad that's not high. Yeah, these ones here so far have not been too bad. I'm very grateful for that. Of course that one's high. Of course it is. Squeakin'. That's more people who voted for Smash than Pass. Why is that almost even? Why? That's better. Not great, but better. No. I just want those 264,350 people to know, personally, from the bottom of my heart, I hate you. You want to mess with my favorite Pokemon. I hate you. Why do 200 people want to screw us? Freaking, I don't know. Salamander, I guess? No, not. I don't know. What the frick that's supposed to be? It's not amphibian. Don't judge me. 612 people, 612,000 people agree with me on that one. Don't judge me. You could be judging. Don't judge me for the one that, like, it's, well, probably the most wounded Pokemon ever. When there's people who would prefer to, like, screw actual dogs and horses. And sentient mushrooms. And sloths. Like, oh, and, I don't know. It's a shark. It's a shark. It's a shark. Seriously, I pray for some of these that all of these are, like, people being ironic and joking, and that there's not actually people. It's a canon. It's a canon. It's no, it's not gonna come right. I'm not. Really, Milotic. Absolutely. No, I know exactly the kind of people who would, but like, it's a seal. It's a seal. It's a walrus. Why? I'm disappointed in people. We need another flood. Oh my god, it's a turtle. It's a turtle. It's a monkey. It's a penguin. I'm suddenly very worried for the wildlife around you. Why is Luxray that high? Luxray. an alien minute, because I... I hope you can hear my disappointed sighs every time ones with like high smash numbers pop up. Because like I'm the sheer disappointment. So correct me if I'm wrong, this is don't judge me. Judge them. It's literally called Per Ugly. It's supposed to be an ugly cat. It's a skunk! A bell. So this is... I'm pretty sure this is the Sinnoh region. I'm pretty sure we're still in Sinnoh. I don't think we've gotten to Unova yet. Look, as someone who's actually like a Pokemon... Garchomp. That's... Really? Please, please love everything. Please. Lucario. You're a furry. And again, with low punning, I have no right to talk, but... I'm just beginning to think that all the evolutions are gonna be, like, insanely high amount of smashes, and it's just making my faith in humanity drop with everyone. Yep, Glaceon too. How high is Sylveon gonna be? That's the part that's gonna terrify me. Of course, Gallade. Of course. Frostlass. What about that deep... Dialga's in the 6 digits. Then again, it has been noted that, like, gods tend to do that a lot. So, like, fair enough. Cresselia that much. Darkrai that much. people want to smash Arceus than they don't people who don't want to. Okay. Now we're in Unova. You know, after Arbok, I'm not surprised. It's still there, but, like, at least it's not in the 6 digits for the little pig. The cat. I am seeing a lot of people who should not have pets. I was really worried that was going to be a lot higher. Okay, you know what? This is almost 40 minutes long, and I'm only like halfway through. I'm just gonna get to Gen 6. I'm not gonna bother with any of the others. Oh no. No, no, actually, I will go into Gen 7. Then, really? Mostly just because I'm terrified of what the numbers are going to be, but I really just want to see what people think of the Ultra Beasts. Elegant. I mean, okay. It's literally a fetus. And almost 100,000 people. I know people need to be put on a list. The same people who want to screw. It's ice cream. It's ice cream. Why? Bless you, baby. Meloetta, really? Really? You're degenerates. Okay. This is the one I'm terrified for. How many? Greninja. I already know why people picked it too. I'm just disappointed. No. It's a sword and shield. Oh no. Why is Goodra that high? Xerneas. You degenerates. I already know. Yeah, Lycanroc has that much. Yeah, I knew Salazzle was going to be resting that high. It's a sandcastle. It's a sandcastle. It's a sea cucumber. Tapu Lele. Of course, the two female guardians are sitting at pretty even, while the two male are like majority passes. Why is that almost even? Why do 200,000 people want to screw the moon back? It's a robot. Alright, that's where I'm ending this. I can't go further than this. Hope you enjoyed me on this little trip through the absolute worst parts of humanity, as we get to see the people who would want to screw literal animals and sentient objects that you could find around your house. Yeah, I don't really know what much else to say. Like, this is just... You all need professional help.